Okay, and our next movie is Rolling Thunder from 1977, directed by John Flynn, starring William Devane and a very young Tommy Lee Jones. Uh, I think it's my turn to go first here. Uh, this one I know is big in like Tarantino circles. I know this is like a big Quentin Tarantino movie.
That's why I
Uh,
picked it because I was reading his
okay.
book and it came up in the book and he
Mhm.
went on for pages about it. So that's why I got it.
Okay. Um, for me, I felt the movie, it took a little while to get going. It was pretty slow at the start for me. Um, However, once the story actually started going, once William Devane's family was killed, uh, then things started to pick up, and then things really hit steam, started going full steam ahead when Tommy Lee Jones entered the story at the end. Uh, I will say Tommy Lee Jones is probably my favorite part of this movie. Just that he was willing to just drop out of his life at the drop of a hat just to go help his old army buddy get revenge on these people. Um, I really like Tommy Lee Jones in here. Yeah, I mean it is definitely a bummer of a film uh about how like war breaks soldiers and but it seems that revenge is very cathartic to the characters here. Um yeah, I mean it was decent. I don't think I loved it as much as Tarantino does. Uh it, I enjoyed, like I said, I like Tommy Lee Jones. I like that his character is, I will say, kind of out of his head, kind of crazy, just willing to go for it, just to go murder a bunch of people with his buddy. Um, yeah, I liked it. I didn't love it. This is like a 2.5 to 3 out of 5 for me.
Okay, that's okay. 3 to 5 is fine. I'm with you. I don't
Mhm,
love this film as much as Quentin does either. In the book,
mhm.
he is raving about this film and how many times he's seen it. And my favorite story in the book is how he tracked down the director to
Okay.
interview him. And he goes to visit him, and he only brought one cassette tape, and he kept recording over it. They talked for like 2.5 hours or something. I'm like, well, you're an idiot then. That's your fault.
Mhm.
I agree with you. This film is so slow at the beginning. I'm like, what am I watching? And the funny thing is, the first time I watched it, I never made it by the opening scene.
Okay.
I just got so bored. I never finished it. And this one is okay, I'm going to finally finish this. And pushing through, but until this film actually decided he meets the girl, this film
Yes.
never
Mhm.
moves. I just felt, let's go, let's move somewhere. Now we finished the film and things happen. Does he get his money back?
Um,
No, right?
I mean, I don't think so, but it was never about the money.
No, no, definitely wasn't. But I mean, I kind of be pissed off. They took all my money. I didn't get it back.
No, I think it was more like the catharsis of the violence, just, coming back from war where all you knew was violence to try to live a normal life. And so I think it was saying something about that. I like that the ex-wife wasn't raped by the gang.
Are
Uh,
you doing a Paul Schrader film? No more than she is.
okay.
Didn't he write this, Paul Schrader? Is this him too? Rolling
Did
Thunder? I think
Schrader
that's
write
it.
this? I
This is
I
totally
I will
sounds like a
look that
Schrader film.
up.
If it was a Schrader film well, it's weird because didn't this come out the same time as Death Wish, the first one? Because
Around the same time, I
I
think.
think his wife gets raped in Death Wish 1. Now I'm
Yes,
telling
yeah,
people,
the
if
wife
you've
and
never
daughter.
seen Death Wish 1, man, that thing is a hard film to watch.
Yes.
It is brutal. And this film's like, yeah, it's a young Tommy Lee Jones. I just feel there's really no character development here. It's just a straight revenge film.
Death Wish was actually 3 years before Rolling Thunder.
Okay, so I think Rolling Thunder borrowed from Death Wish a bit.
Hmm.
Did Paul
And you're
Schrader
right.
write this?
Paul Schrader did write it.
Yeah, it feels like a Paul Schrader film. I thought he did, and Quentin loves Paul Schrader. So overall, I think the film is good. I think you should watch it. But if you don't,
Hmm.
I don't think you're missing anything.
Yeah, I enjoyed Tommy Lee Jones. I think William Devane is he's a good actor. Uh, yeah, this just wasn't my type of revenge movie, I guess. I just
Mine
didn't.
too. I just
Yeah.
think it's okay.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. We're done.
All right. So now we're going on to I guess Doug's pick number one, which is
Did
The
I give you two
Harder They
picks?
Come.
Did I give you
The
two
heart
picks this one?
Yes, yes you
Oh, I
did.
did. You're right. I don't know where we're going. Guess.
Yeah,
Harder they
cause you
come.
yeah, The Harder They Come, directed by Penny Hensel, starring Jimmy Cliff. So you're up first for this one.
I gotta say, I hated this film.
You hated it.
Oh my
Okay.
God. I found it utterly boring. I tried to get into this. I just didn't care. From the opening scene until the end, I didn't care. I thought this was so painfully slow,
Okay.
getting to where it needs to go. The acting was atrociously awful.
Well, that could be because Jimmy Cliff isn't an actor.
I know
He's a
he's not. He's a
musician.
musician.
Yeah.
I understand. I like the music. When they played music,
Hmm.
I was quite happy. But overall, I was like, can this just end? I was like, I felt like emailing Doug. Doug, can we take this off the list? I friggin' hate this film. Can you pick something else? I'm like, nope, I finished it. Again, people, got this from a book.
Yeah.
I have Richard Krause's book, 100 Films You've Never Seen. And that's where this
Hmm.
came up. I didn't enjoy it. I tried
Okay.
hard. I just found it boring. Poor shot selections constantly. Half the time, like, why are we shooting this scene? This dialogue is awful. It's not advancing anything, and I just don't effing care.
Yeah, I mean, I will tell you, I picked this movie because back when I was in high school, I worked at a video store,
Yes,
and
you did. Putting
I
up the gay porn movies, we know.
I remember seeing the box for this film like all the time. It had a cool box. I never watched it though. So I was like, "Oh, this will be a good excuse to watch this
I
movie."
probably have a question. In your movie days, I
Yes.
don't know if I've asked you this before, please correct me. Did you get to take movies home every night you worked?
Oh yeah. Yeah. We had a
Like
limit.
one?
We could only take I think the limit was 3, but I mean, if we were picking old movies that weren't hot rentals, I sometimes took like 5 movies home at a time.
Now, did you have to return them the next day?
Not the next day. We had like three days or so to watch them.
Okay, and you never picked this,
No, I didn't.
even though it had a cool box.
Even though it had a cool box.
Interesting.
I went in, I thought this would be a cool blaxploitation movie, maybe
That's
like
what I thought.
Shaft. I thought it
That's
would
what I
be
was
like
looking
Shaft
for.
or something. This is not
Yep.
Shaft.
No, no, it's not.
Uh, I did not find Ivan sympathetic,
Nope.
which is hard for a main character of a movie. You're supposed to like them. I did not like Ivan.
I did not
Uh,
either.
I did like the music. I thought the music was good, but all in all, yeah, I agree with you. This movie just it was slow. It took a while to get going. I didn't like Ivan. Uh, y- for the music alone, this is a 1.5, 2 out of 5.
I 100% agree. Kate's review, she didn't see it. Thanks, Kate, for showing up.
No, no, Kate did not watch this one with
Too
me.
busy for this one. She's probably watching Vampire Diaries or something.
Supernatural. She likes Supernatural. So,
Okay, Kate, I'm gonna let you in a little secret since Doug brought it up. I've only ever watched the first four, 3.5 seasons of Supernatural.
okay,
I've
you've watched
never
more than I
finished
have.
season 4. Great show. Now, and I have a box set sitting on my shelf of season four. I've watched half of it when it came out. I've never watched any more. I don't know why I stopped. I have no reason. One day I plan on finishing season four and continuing.
Uh,
But I think the thing is, I've never found any more box sets.
It's all on Netflix. You can watch it
Is it
on
on
Netflix.
Netflix?
Yes.
Oh, well, then I guess I'll
At
watch
least
it
in the
somewhere.
States. Maybe in Canada it's different, but in the States it's on Netflix.
You mean your buddy let you watch that show? Surprisingly.
Yes.
I'll get into politics, which I'm not allowed to do, but I have many things to discuss.
Fair. All right, so this is our final movie of the episode. It is another Doug's pick out of three Steve McQueen movies. I
No,
chose
my
Tom
line
Horn.
was Doug didn't realize he thought we were doing all Steve McQueen movies.
Yes, yeah, 'cause I did last time we did one of your lists. I thought it was very Steve McQueen heavy.
No, one Steve McQueen movie, Doug. Till we're done. I have to
Okay,
finish all my Steve McQueen movies. I'm getting close.
okay. Well, now you're one more closer with Tom Horn,
I
directed
am.
by William Wyard, starring Steve McQueen, Linda Evans, and Richard Farnsworth. Um, oh, it's my turn to go first. I was reading up about this movie. The original director was supposed to be Don Siegel.
Oh,
I love Don Siegel. I
so do
think Don
I.
Siegel is the best director that Clint Eastwood worked with, other than Clint Eastwood.
They had a
I,
falling out.
yes,
Quentin talks about that in his book too.
I don't know why they fell out, but I love the movies that Eastwood made with Siegel. So I wonder what this movie would have been like with Siegel directing. Um, as it is, this had stuff that I like generally about Westerns, but ultimately it didn't really hold together for me. I didn't think that Horn was a very likable character.
Nope.
The fact that he could be framed so easily because of his violent tactics. Uh, yeah, he just wasn't very likable to me. Which is fine. You can make movies without likable leads, but I think we were supposed to like Tom here, especially because he is Steve McQueen. Uh, yeah, this movie kind of fell apart for me because it's supposedly based on the real writings of Tom Horn, like, and I just didn't like Tom as a person. So it was tough for me to like a movie based on him writing about himself.
I agree. Everything you said, I'm 100% in agreement with you. I thought it looked okay. It felt just it needed something, and I couldn't tell you what it was, but it just never seemed to show up. It just wasn't exciting for me. I thought the pacing
Mhm.
was dull. I thought Steve McQueen looked bored. I
Which
think
is
he
why
was
I
walking through it.
wonder how it would have been different with Don Siegel directing, because I love Siegel's movies. Dirty Harry, Coogan's Bluff. I think those are like two fantastic movies that he did with Clint Eastwood.
Well, I think the problem is he has no passion, Tom Horton. He's just a dick.
And he's self-aggrandizing. He thinks he's the hero of the
Yes,
story, and he thinks he can do no wrong.
I agree. But isn't this near the end of Steve McQueen too? Near the end of his films? I think
Um,
it's near the end of his thing.
I'll
Doesn't
have to look
matter.
that up. Yeah.
Well, I mean, being Steve McQueen still to me is a presence in this film. He just
Yes.
doesn't do anything interesting. I mean, the one shootout scene in the farm was okay. I thought the
Hmm.
opening scene was kind of dull. I thought it was going to go somewhere and really goes nowhere. In the bar, I was like, okay, maybe
And
this will
I
get
just
better.
looked it up. this is his next to last film. So
Yeah, I
he
think
did,
we're seeing it. He's not feeling well in this film.
yeah.
And we've seen this last film. I think Something the People's his last film, which we haven't seen yet.
No, we did watch his last film was the one I
No,
picked
there's
last time
another
was
one.
The
There's
Hunter.
Something in the People.
An Enemy of the People was the
Yes.
one that came out right before Tom Horn.
Okay, so
So
that's the one I'm thinking of. Well,
yeah,
until Doug picks it, I can't help you. I think I gave this a two, probably out of five. I can't remember.
that's what I gave it to.
What, Kate, you can correct me when you go to my letterbox, which you don't have letterbox, and you need letterbox so you can keep up with us. That would help. So, Doug, it's been garage sale season. Have you bought anything, by the way, Doug?
Um, Nothing recently, but I can show off a couple movies I got just because maybe as previews of our next episode.
Sure, you can
Uh,
do that. I think you can do that.
I've had this one for a while. I haven't watched it. I've been dying to.
That Paris,
It
Texas?
it's Paris, Texas. So coming up next episode, we will be discussing Paris, Texas, and also The Long Good Friday,
Oh,
starring Bob Hoskins. Two movies I've wanted to watch for a long time. Now they're on the list and making myself watch
so
them.
where did we pick these up from?
These I got from, I think from direct from Criterion. I
Before
ordered
I'm
off their
talking,
website.
since we're still doing old man on movies here, because I'm old, way older than Doug. Um,
I don't
what
think
I
way.
miss is going into DVD shelves, like an HMV or even Blockbuster video for that matter, and seeing a film I haven't seen and pulling it off and just looking at it. That doesn't exist for me anymore.
No, it doesn't.
And so going to my next point, I love garage sales for this reason.
Okay.
So I can find things like Western classics. So I
Okay.
got Boot Hill and the Gunfighters. And see if you look here, it tells me Terrence Hill's in it and Burt Lancaster's in it. And this
Okay.
is a Burt Lancaster film I haven't seen, which are not many I haven't seen of Burt Lancaster. And then I picked up a Charles Bronson two disc, and it's got Man with Camera, which I haven't seen. Oh, it's two episodes. Probably skip that. String of Pearls I haven't seen. Pursuit, Lola I've seen, and The Witness. Fourth and Playhouse. I don't know. This is just stuff I picked up.
Okay.
But this is the big steal. Oh yeah, these were a dollar. I
Magnum.
only paid a dollar for the Charles Bronson, the
Okay.
Western Classics. My Hero Magnum PI Season 1, $1.
Okay.
I can't go wrong. I should have actually
No, you
checked to make
can't.
sure that the discs were here. So I'll open up live and check. Oh, what? Yeah, look like they're all here. Perfect. The one thing I do not have, I have two things I don't have because my friend stole them, or I would have shown them to you. I didn't steal them.
Okay.
I gave them to him. He'll never listen to this show because he doesn't have a computer. So I gave him, I picked up a box set of Johnny Carson's greatest moments,
Okay.
four discs unopened for $5. So in your money, it's $3.
Okay.
And I picked up a 1940 Sherlock Holmes British thing, complete series for $1.
Okay.
I gave that to him too. But Magnum season one. So if I'm not watching Supernatural, I'm gonna be watching
You're
Magnum.
gonna be watching because you're done with Love Boat now.
I am done. I'm working on.
Okay.
I watched three seasons of Big Bang Theory. What am I stuck on right now? Oh, Umbrella Academy. I got five episodes left of Umbrella Academy, and then I'm going
Okay.
somewhere else. I picked up My House in Umbra. Never heard
I've
of
heard
this.
of that, I think.
Maggie Smith, Chris Cooper, and Timothy Spall.
Mhm.
So we'll see what that. So that was one. That was a church sale last
Okay.
weekend, and this was the other sale I went to. So I picked up an Arrow. Oh, the other way, Errol Flynn box set. And it
Okay.
has, I haven't seen Montana, Rocky Mountain, San Antonio, and Virginia City. I'm pretty sure I've seen Virginia City, but I'd have to check. My letterbox, Kate. Letterbox.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not going to stop, Kate. Don't worry. And then I picked up Errol Flynn box set, another one. It had Desperate Journey, Northern Pursuit, and Objective Burma. One more movie.
Okay.
And the last pickup was Steve Gutenberg and Sean Breen in Airborne.
Never heard of it.
Of course you haven't, because you don't go to garage sales. Or do they even have a garage sales where you live?
Yes.
Do you go?
No, I do not.
Why not? That's where you find the good stuff, buddy.
You think Airborne's the good stuff?
No, I think Magnum PI is. Airborne was
Okay.
just there.
Okay.
I can't go wrong with Magnum PI season one for $1.
No, that's true. You
Oh,
can't.
forgot to tell you, I gave my buddy Hogan's Heroes season two for $1. I picked up
Okay.
two, but I gave that to my buddy. I was pissed off. I wish he had more TV seasons.
Oh, you like the old TV shows.
Yeah, because I'm old.
Okay.
It's old man on movies. We should just change our name now.
We could, yes.
We could never
Old
gonna
old men
happen.
on movies.
So yeah, I'm just saying, but okay, you gotta help me out a bit. I'm gonna go a bit more deeper now, people. So turn off the show if you're done. There's no more movie reviews. Just Simon talking about what he sees at garage sales. I saw 9 seasons of Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
I
That's
saw
too new for you.
that's way too new.
It's
Full
still
seasons
going.
of Sex in the City.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna watch that. And then what's this obsession? I saw two different garage sales. Vampire Diaries full seasons. Still too new for me.
Yeah.
No, I like old stylish because I like the style. It's just something I appreciate.
So if
But
you
I
see
will
like
watch Big Bang Theory. If I find some more Big Bang Theory seasons, I will watch them because I find that show quite funny.
how about MASH? Would you pick up MASH?
I've seen all the mashes as a kid.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I mean, I don't know if it was on every day.
For me, it was like Good Times. Good
I,
Times is the show I
Good
remember
Times,
being
I
on
watched
all the
all the Good
time.
Times. That kind of Good Times made me watch Fresh Prince. I did when Netflix forgot Fresh Prince. I watched all the Fresh Prince because
Okay.
that was just when I was out of high school. So I wouldn't
Hmm.
have watched it. Does that make sense? But Magnum, I used to come home from school, watch Magnum all the time.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward. So I think that's it on Old Man and Movies. If they
Yes.
make it,
Simon will buy it for $1 at a garage
absolutely.
sale.
Join Letterbox people. I'm extra features on the podcast on Letterbox.
I
Doug
am
Hayner
Doug Hayner.
on
Yes.
Letterbox, and maybe you can even follow Kate if she joins Letterbox. Who knows? We'll get back to you on that one. Goodbye.
So long.